Hey, how we doing? Random stream, only got about 25 minutes, but hey, 20 minutes is still 20 minutes. 20 minutes is still 20 minutes spent together. Better than 0 minutes, you know? Shout out to Milo here in the building. We got Jules Cannon as well. Got Shanae here, who was just talking about me. Oh, wow. I hope it was nice things. Some people like to say mean things. We got Buds and Brushes here from Mel. We got Trin here. We got Nicole here. Nice. How are we feeling today on the beautiful, what day is it today? Wednesday. I was just recording a bunch of stuff and wow, I was like, you know what? I need a little mental break. I need to hop on stream with the tribe. We got the UK in the building. Where else do we have in the building? Let me know where you are. We got California. We have Ireland as well. We have LA, Los Angeles. We have some beautiful souls. We have Jasmine here as well. It's a good day today. Singular focus today. I'm applying 80% of my energy to one thing right now until it's fully completed because I got tired of doing 25 things at once. And I was like, I'm getting tired of this. I need to bring this one thing to completion and it feels good. It feels super good. We got 12E here as well. We got Joshua. We have BK who says, do you smoke pot? I didn't know people still use the word pot. Pot just sounds so harsh, like pot sounds so dirty. Like you smoke. Pot sound like what your parents would say. Are you smoking that pot? No, but I don't, my brother. I do not smoke the marijuana, the weed, the herb, whatever, the green, the cannabis. I do not smoke. I quit about 10 years ago. So I drink tea. This is my herb right here. This is some mountain tea. I've been loving this one. Yeah, pot be sounding crazy. Yeah, you smoking the pot? You smoking the pot again? You smoking the pot? That's definitely like a mom or dad vibe. You smoking the pot again? You're like, no, mom, no, I swear I'm not. No, I used to though. It was super beneficial at one point. I'm not gonna lie. Like it really helped me. I feel like kind of get creative and explore that side of me. But then after a while, I just felt like it was numbing me and it was like clouding me and it was holding no purpose. I was only doing it out of habit. I've talked about this many times, but I'm somebody who just likes to challenge things that I'm consuming, Like even right now, I'm just on a no caffeine kick. Not even like, most of my caffeine only comes from tea. I don't drink pop or coffee. But I'm still like, I don't even want to drink tea with caffeine at the moment. So I'm on a no caffeine vibe at the moment just because I'm like, I've been drinking it every day. So I like to challenge things, It's like what we like to do here at the #1 chill spot on the internet. How we feeling? What's happening in the world today? Yo, shout out to ASAP Rocky not going to jail. I was actually kind of worried he was going to go to jail and then make Rihanna a baby mama with multiple kids. I was like, damn, that'd be super tragic. And I like ASAP Rocky. I've always loved the whole collective, the visuals, the fashion, the music. But I was just like, I was actually kind of worried for bro. I was like, I hope he doesn't go to jail. Milo says, no caffeine will stabilize your energy for sure. Yeah, I don't drink coffee, but caffeine with tea, I never really feel like it affects me because I don't feel more awake or anything like that. But Not drinking any tea with caffeine for the last 4 days now, I think I actually notice a difference, which is interesting and kind of depressing because it's a positive difference. And I don't want to slow down on drinking tea, but I think I got to do more herbal teas. But I kind of find it easier to focus. Too much caffeine, I think, just makes the mind a little, you know what I'm saying? Christine says, tea is my vice. Yeah, tea is my main vice as well, you know? Tea is my main vice as well. Someone says, I thought bro was cooked. You thought I was cooked? People always think I just be high. I hate that. I absolutely hate that when people like who don't know me and they tune into the streams and they're like, oh yeah, this guy's just like cooked super high. I'm like, man, I'd be feeling disrespected by it. Jess Bree says, I knew he was going to get the case dismissed. I wasn't like really too sure of the case until I started seeing Homeboy on the stand just unraveling. Once I started to see the Relly dude unraveling in A$AP Rocky's case, I'm like, okay, I understand why they didn't take no plea deal. They know this is like a lot of fugaziness. So shout out to A$AP Rocky. I'm excited for that new album. Oh, not you, A$AP. Okay, I appreciate it. You thought he was cooked. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. At the beginning, I thought he was cooked. But once the case started, I was like, nah, listen, some people in life are haters. Some people in life have very revengeful spirits and they're bitter and they just want to take people down. And while I saw that case, I saw that dude, I was like, yeah, this dude has that spirit. He's just trying to take Homeboy down. We got Nafi Banks here who says, I followed you for a while and I never thought that. I appreciate that. I think some people just be thinking that because of the hair and like the overall vibe, but it's all good.
1940.
We have Nivea here. It says, I'm in a bio lecture right now. I want to focus on the live. Oh, you got to get that school in. Nivea. Don't worry. Once April 1st hits, we're going to be on like a very, very consistent stream schedule. Very consistent. I know April 1st is still like a month and a half away, but we have a plan for the year, you know? I'm also going to Seattle this weekend. Nice little vibe with my daughter. We're going to go watch a show, watch a little live play thing. I don't know what it is. She's been super interested into it. So I bought some tickets. So that's going to be nice. Tap into a little bit of America for a minute, you know? What's on the agenda for y'all for the rest of the week? What's the vibe? How's February feeling? We got YNG who's starting school this year. So I hope to become a RN. We got a 60s baby here. Love the long hair. Hey, how was the 60s? If I could go back in time, I'd want to go back to the 60s as like a 20-year-old and like live through that hippie movement because I love watching documentaries on that era. Seems like a vibe. Heinz, do you know of an artist named Chester Watson? No, I do not. Nafi Banks says, any advice on feeling stuck? Well, what are you feeling stuck in? Feeling stuck in just life, period? Stagnant? Are you bored? Are you in a dip? You know, often sometimes in life, I find that when we are in a dip, like nothing feels exciting and we're like kind of overly romanticizing where we were, or like when we were at a high point, not realizing a lot of the times the dip is our new preparation, right? We are preparing to receive what is about to happen in another season. And in this season, we're supposed to be kind of in this, what you feel is stagnancy is supposed to be a season of preparation. So preparation could meet destiny. We don't really want to like move in life just hoping for luck. We really want to design our life and like really understand that like even myself right now, this is a season where it's not as exciting as seasons 2 years ago. It's a little bit of a dip, but I understand the tempo and the intention of this season. And when you understand where you are, then you could submit to it and not romanticize the future, not romanticize where you were, and then not compare yourself to all the people you're seeing on Instagram that are highlighting the season that they're in that has nothing to do with you. Also, make sure that you're creating schedules for yourself and just like mini goals and celebrating yourself so you can feel some type of progress if you're struggling with that self-worth, because just not a lot of things have been happening, you know? Something that's been helping me is just going to the gym every single day. It's like my new thing. And then on Sundays, I go do a cold water plunge and just like freeze my ass off in a nice ice bath, and then chill in the sauna, back in the ice bath. It's a little vibe. You have to This is a brilliant explanation and observation. Someone said, I'm glad the podcasts are back. The messages are really resonating with where I'm at in life. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, the podcast is back Monday to Friday. I've been doing that Monday to Friday since January 1st. It's not easy doing it every day, to be honest, but we do it. We do it. I just know this year is going to be very beautiful for a lot of us. And you have to claim that. You have to know that, you know? Even right now, if this season is a little dull, I'll be honest, like my season is super dull right now. It's wintertime, you know, there's not a lot of things happening, nothing really going on, nothing to celebrate, but there's still a lot of joy. There's a lot of meaning we can place into every single day. There's a lot of preparation we can do because destiny is going to happen, and we might as well be prepared for our destiny, right? A lot of us, we'd be hoping for things, hoping for more money, but are we actually developing the skills to maintain whatever we want? Because sometimes you're going to get success or get the thing you want, get the person or whatever it may be, and then it may slip right through your fingers because you didn't actually develop the skills and the abilities to maintain that thing. A lot of people have a fear of success, and I used to as well, because a lot of people say, when I get successful, I'll be happy. But it's like success isn't like a one-time thing and you're just successful for the rest of your life. It's like, no, you have to maintain success. You have to nurture it. You have to expand it. You have to grow it. So in these seasons where there's not a lot going on, I always look at it as like a preparation. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Like this is a season to prepare yourself to receive everything that's coming to you so it doesn't slide through your fingers. Because that feels like shit. I've been there. You get something and it slides through your fingers because you lack the wisdom and the discipline to hold it and nurture it and take it to the next level. And sometimes it's going to slide through your fingers because that's just how you need to learn, right? A lot of us, we just learn the hard way. You know, you might be like me. There's probably a lot of us in the chat right now. You just learn really well through your mistakes. And then you take those mistakes and you alchemize them into wisdom. And then you even share them with other people, right? That's what I do. I go through hard things, learn about it, share about it. You know what I'm saying? But I see it as a season to prepare to receive our blessings, right? If you want more money in your life, well, do you start studying money, start studying economics, how money works. Start studying now how to invest your money, right? You may be like, I have no money to invest. Who cares? Start to imagine yourself as a multi-millionaire, and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars are coming to you in these next few years. And start to study economics and how to invest that money, because it's already on its way. And when it's on its way and it comes into your bank account, you need to know how to invest it and what to do with it. Don't wait, you understand? Let the Most High know, let the universe know that you are getting ready, that you're preparing yourself for all that is about to come. Then these dips, those seasons that are just kind of like dull, have more meaning. And you can like almost sense that like you are building towards something that is going to happen because you are preparing for it. You're like laying the blueprint. You are literally creating the position that you're about to step into. And then just have faith, right? Because there's only so many things we can do. Like I always like to do one thing. I'm like, I'm going to apply my all into whatever I'm doing. But I know there's elements and factors I cannot control, and I just have to give it up to the Most High to take care of the things behind the scenes, right? Like those little things, those serendipitous moments, the things you can't explain, those things are happening behind the scenes. So let me make sure that I am prepared and ready for when those opportunities happen, for when I meet that individual and this opportunity comes, right? And then you just have that faith, whatever it may be. What time is it? 2:15. I got 10 more minutes. We got mobile moms here. Nice to see mobile moms in the building. Christine says, where are your podcasts? Spotify and Apple. Just Breeze, I like that. Boring but peaceful. Yeah, some seasons are boring but peaceful. And nothing wrong with that, you know? That's beautiful. Thank you, Just Bree. I like that. Boring but peaceful. Nothing wrong with a season like that. Navia says, thank you. I was reading a book about investment and I stopped before because I couldn't invest anything right now. Yeah, no, get the knowledge in first. Someone says, no wonder why Amanda Ellis from UK, a fellow YouTuber, loves you. I never heard of Amanda Ellis. Maybe I'll write her name down to go check her out since she's on YouTube. I got a lot of love for the UK because the UK shows me a lot of love. I got some friends out there too. Oh yes, I do know who Amanda Ellis is because she has sent other people my way as well. Is this the lady? Yeah, I think it is. That's fire. We got Marsavelli here says, I really need to start watching your vids more often, bro. Keep up the good work. Thank you, fam. Yeah, a lot of people say they avoid my videos because they feel like I'm going to call them out on something they have to work on. And I don't like that because I'm like, hey, it's just a chill spot. Like, you don't have to do anything like that. We just creating a space. That's all it is. So I am working on some more like fun content that I'll be rolling out closer to like April. But everything will be a vibe and it will all remain. But yeah, the podcast is there regardless, you know, short form podcast, Monday to Friday. Easy thing to consume, so no worries, no worries, no worries. Janae says, I want to transform my love for henna tattoos into real tattoo art this year and document through YouTube and TikTok. I already made my website in Squarespace. I love that. You're already on the path. You are already on the path. Just Bree says, I love the breath and tea making ASMR. Yeah, we're going to do more of that. There's like a couple formats and elements that I'm going to combine into one that are going to be quite fun. I just have a couple other things that I'm like really focused on right now till I can like fully invest more into like the YouTube videos. Once those other things are done, then I'll be like kind of back here more consistently. And then I want to be streaming a little bit more, a lot more. Someone says, any advice on imposter syndrome? I kind of feel like we just talked about that in a way because you say it's a universal feeling, but I feel like I'm constantly going to lose my job. One, if you have the job, like you got the job for a reason, you are valid, right? So it's super key that we start to believe in ourselves and our abilities. And even if obviously there's room for growth and things we need to learn. So take it as an opportunity to prepare to maintain that position. Like we were just kind of talking about this. Is that like taking the opportunity to truly prepare so we can maintain the success that we have and grow it. Sometimes it will slide through our fingers and that will be a learning opportunity. But every stage of life, people always feel imposter syndrome. So just see it as like a natural part of the process and then reaffirm to yourself, I am here because I deserve to be here, regardless. And it's a learning opportunity. And reach out to people in your field or around you who can help you fill those gaps of the things you don't know and equip yourself and get better and focus on being better, right? Focus on leveling up. I definitely had imposter syndrome at one point when everything blew up for me. I was super confident. And then when everything blew up, I got a little bit of imposter syndrome. And it was really weird because I never experienced it before. It was kind of like when nobody was listening to me, I was like, yo, I'm the best. And then when everybody started listening to me, I was like, why is everyone listening to me? But that's like self-sabotage, right? A lot of the times we self-sabotage ourselves, and I think we have to be mindful of that. Be very mindful of that. What would you tell someone who doesn't feel like they're good or worthy enough? I would say that you're You're noticing something about yourself that you don't like, and you're applying it to your whole being, which is unfortunate, right? So let's say you have poor social skills. So now you're basically demonizing your whole self because of this one part, when really you should just identify it for what it is. There's a part of yourself or a couple parts of yourself that need work. Just like somebody in the gym. They may notice, damn, I haven't been focusing on my legs. I've been doing all upper body workouts. My legs need some attention. Doesn't mean they're not strong. It just means that the legs need more attention. I would start to identify things you love about yourself and things that are good about yourself, because you're probably highlighting the things you don't like about yourself. And that's fine. There's going to be parts of ourselves that we don't like, but it's just a part that needs more focus and needs more attention, right? So identify that. Cool. I will work on that. Just like somebody in the gym, I will work on my legs. But they can also identify, man, but look at my back. I've really developed a strong back. My biceps are looking good. My flexibility is great. My legs just need some work. Start to identify at least one or two things you love about yourself. If there's nothing you love about yourself, then it shows me a sign that you haven't been showing up for yourself in many different ways. And that's where you're going to have to start, by taking one simple step. But guaranteed, I know there's at least one, two, three things you love about yourself. And it doesn't have to be an outwardly successful thing. It could be just you love how you have compassion, or like you're very forgiving, or like you're kind, or you're resilient, or like I always say, our credentials are in our spirit. Sometimes where I'm going through seasons where I have less outwardly accomplishments, I always tune into like my inward accomplishments. Man, remember when you went through that really hard situation and you still were able to stay disciplined and like treat your body right and eat good? Man, remember when this person did that very disgusting thing to you, but you still led with kindness and you still led with love and you leave with love? I will highlight other parts of myself if I'm feeling insecure about worldly accomplishments, right? Because there's both. There's inner accomplishments and outer accomplishments. A lot of times we obviously focus on the outer ones, which is fine. It makes total sense. Like, we want to have a good material life. We want to make money. You want to have a nice house and all that car. Great, right? I don't demonize any of those things. I like those things as well. But you also have to source validation for yourself and really start to point out different things that you've been crafting within yourself. Some of the greatest people in the world, like Chronix has this song called Legends, and it's all about the everyday legends you never hear about. Like, some of the strongest, most beautiful people in the world are people you would never assume. It's like the person working at the store, the person over there, and like you just don't know the type of heart they have crafted. And sometimes I just like to start there. Like, man, you went through this, that, and this, and look how you still show up and lead with kindness and love. And from there, you can start to develop a little bit of energy and self-worth and apply it into everything else. But regardless, we're going to need, beyond discipline, we just need devotion. And like devotion to yourself. Just say, I am devoted to trying to be my best version of myself. You understand? Like, whatever that means for you, not quitting on yourself, whatever plan A is. I always say, for me, I have no plan B, because plan A is just not quitting on myself. Plan A is leading a life that feels aligned for me. Now, that may shift and evolve and pivot, but plan A is always just doing the best I can while I can. Plan B would be just giving up on myself, which I will never do. I've already shown myself that I will never give up on myself. No matter what happens, I always climb back up. And normally, when you're down and out, what happens? You have to learn. Sometimes in life, I realize this, you're literally, some stages you have to identify where you are. You may go through a really tough season, and then you expect yourself to just be running again and like accomplishing things. No, sometimes you're just crawling again. Then you're just learning how to walk again. Then you're finally just breathing again. And you have to understand where you are in life. Some of us may be in a space where we're just learning how to walk again because we got knocked down so freaking hard. And there's nothing wrong with that. Identify your season, right? And then have faith in knowing where you're going. If you know where you're going, then you know it's coming to you already. It's just time and space, right? What is patience? Patience is knowing. Like if patience is simply knowing. Like, if you're on a plane ride and you're going to South Africa and it's a 10-hour flight, Once you get on that ride, what do you have to do? You have to practice patience. You know you're going to South Africa. So what do? You watch a movie, you relax, you practice patience because you know where you're going. Same thing with life. If you know, I just have in my mind, I know things will work out. That's why I always say in hindsight, everything's going to be all right. Plans may change, they may shift, dreams may evolve, but at the end of the day, it's going to work out. I have that faith undeniably. So because I know, I can be patient. Because I know, let's say your finances take a dip, you're struggling financially a little bit, but you already know that you're resourceful, you have skills, you have abilities, that you are going to be a resourceful human being, a wealthy human being in life. You know that, affirm that to yourself. You can be patient. Okay, even if it's 5 years from now, 10 years from now, it's going to happen. It's going to work. I listened to this podcast, Scott Galloway. He didn't, and he's like extremely wealthy. But he didn't really step into his wealth, I think, until like 45 years old. Now he's got hundreds of millions of dollars. So like, imagine you were going to make hundreds of millions of dollars, but it was going to happen at 44 years old. But you knew 100% you're going to have $200 million in the bank. Now that's a lot. Most like that's a lot. How would you feel right now? You'd be like, the deposit's coming in my way. I'm going to be patient and then just enjoy this little ride, this little rut I'm in, because regardless, we still can have gratitude. Regardless, there's still something that I can be thankful for, and I can still have fun in this season of my life, right? Someone says, I made a mistake today at work. It makes me feel like a failure. Do you have any advice for this weird emotion? Well, you made a mistake, you failed, and now you just learn from that mistake. I think, when we feel regret, it's not a bad thing. It's just like a signal to not repeat the same mistakes again, right? Like a mistake is a good thing. It shows us that we went in the wrong direction. Now we have regret, and now regret is teaching us how to not repeat that mistake again. And that's the only way I would look at it. Like, okay, whatever, I made a little mistake. Everybody does. It's like I always say failure is like a necessary nutrient for a foundation. You cannot have a strong foundation without failure, right? Just like you can't bake a cake without some type of flour. Impossible, right? So you can't have a foundation without failure. You can't have a successful YouTube channel without failure. You can't have a business without failure. You're not even gonna have a successful relationship without failure. Nothing in life works without failure. So failure is necessary for a foundation. So when we fail, we just say we're building our foundation as long as we learn. You only fail if you quit completely on yourself, right? And you just give up in life. And next thing you know, you're just eating potato chips, smoking weed on your couch all day, and you just have no energy to do anything for yourself. And that's it. You've called it quits. You quit on your mind, you quit on your body, you quit on your spirit. But that's not where we are. And that's not where we're going to be, is it? No, we're going to elevate. We're going to grow. Life is going to be beautiful. Life is beautiful, right? We're not saying I'll be happy when. I always say we will be happy when. While. We're going to be happy while we're building a life. We're going to be happy while we're learning to be more financially abundant, while we're developing a stronger body, while we are figuring out our life, whatever it may be, right? And that's really obviously the key. We got Pascal here. Hey Heinz, never commented before, but feel like I should right now. I never go to bed without watching one of your videos. Wow, that's amazing. All the way from Italy. Thank you so much, Pascal. Thank you so much. Have a good bedtime routine, right? Sometimes in life, you gotta not even focus on like the external stuff and just really focus like on how well am I living? Like how well am I living? Am I cooking good for myself? Am I sleeping good? Right? Am I waking up right? Am I moving my body in the morning? If you're not even doing the basics, that's where you need to start, right? The basics are moving your body, drinking enough water, eating right, and going for a walk. If you're not doing that every day, then you're complaining about the wrong things because you don't even have the basics figured. We have to master the basics, the fundamentals, right? Just like any craft, you need to understand the fundamentals. The fundamentals to our life. Let's try to eat the best we can. Let's try to sleep good. Let's try to drink water, move our body every single day. If you're not at least doing that, that's where you need to start, 100%. And that will give you a great foundation. You will feel better every single day. Now, you're still going to be sad some days. You're going to be struggling through some emotions, but you're going to have a stronger foundation, right? Nobody has ever gone for a run or went to the gym and said they feel worse after. It doesn't exist, right? You feel a little bit better. You feel a little bit more motivated. It's literally just biology. Justine says, I just cooked some lamb. Fire. 5 keys to life, Justine says, stretching, fasting, hydration, rest, and meditation. Right, so pick like 5 pillars for yourself, and those are great 5 pillars right there. We got Black Widow here, the OG chill spot with the OG. Hello, Heinz. Hello. How's it going? We got Alex here. Isaiah here, who's been around for 2 years. It really doesn't feel like it's been that long. We got Rars here. How's it going, my brother? How you been? How's the channel going? How's the photography going? Yeah, sometimes we're just focusing on the basics, and the basics are beautiful. I love sometimes just having a day where I'm just like focusing on cooking a good meal. I'm stretching my body. I'm making some tea. I'm being, practicing presence, truly practicing presence, because with presence, purpose follows, focus follows, right? Just be more present in everything that we're doing. When we're eating, we're not scrolling Instagram. When we're talking to somebody, we're just right here with them right there, right? If you find yourself drifting, just remind yourself, be here, right? Just be here. If you're drifting off, just tell yourself, be here. I got to go in 2 minutes. Someone says, key, start your day off with Heinz. Tap into a Heinz video for sure. Talking about myself in the third person. Tap into the podcast. It's Monday to Friday. Come April, we're going to have a lot more consistent content, plus some other cool things happening. So at the same time, like, you need to find support in whatever way, shape, or form. And support can happen in your community with your friends, your family, or it's going to happen in digital communities and digital spaces. I have mentors in spirit, people I've never met before, but I've consumed their content, or maybe you just reach out to people and start to create some communion. I've been starting to do that as well, right? Even like therapy. I go to therapy once a week, and sometimes I'm like, I don't really need to go, but like, I just go because it's like good to talk to somebody, and just a part of my routine. It's just a part of strengthening my foundation, right? Maybe I'll learn something this session, maybe I won't, but it's just something I put there in my week to support me, right? So what are we doing for our minds? What are we doing for our bodies? What are we doing for our spirit every single week? And then defining everything at our own pace, trying to be super mindful that we're not racing on somebody else's clock. We really have to destroy the frameworks of society or our parents forced upon us, telling us, oh, by 24, you should have done this, and by 30, you should have done this. Listen, everybody's on their own timeline. A lot of our pain, 80% of it is in the mind, because it's where we think we're supposed to be, right? So if you can just get rid of these frameworks and a lot of these systems that have been given to us and like forced upon us, and truly just embrace your own journey. Like Prince, I love Prince. I heard him in the cafe today, Purple Rain. He didn't even celebrate his age because he deleted the concept of time. He didn't even have a concept of time. That means he was just living his life. A lot of our pain is all about our age. It's literally about our age. We're like, I'm 25 years old and my friends are married and I'm not married, or whatever it may be. Imagine if you could just break some of those frameworks and then truly enjoy where you are. What if you could celebrate being a late bloomer? You know what is good about a late bloomer is you think more. It's actually not bad to move a little bit slower in life, because some people move so fast, they're constantly banging their head against the wall. And again, that may be their style and that's how they learn. Some of us are late bloomers. Nothing wrong with being a late bloomer. Guess what? When you're a late bloomer, when you get the thing that you want, you probably know how to maintain it more because you've had more time to brew, to think, right? So you can maintain whatever is coming for you. Nothing wrong with being a late bloomer. Nothing wrong. I'm a late bloomer. Be a proud late bloomer if you are a late bloomer. Be a proud late bloomer. Proud with it. Take my time. It should be a flex. It should literally be a flex for people to be like, I take my time. Yeah, I take my time with life just to make sure it's right. I like to design my life. You understand? I like to make sure. Go ahead. You race into the wrong people's hands. You race into the. I'm learning about life. Don't worry about me. Divine timing. I'm working. I'm applying myself. I am on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I got to go pick up my daughter, y'all. This was a quick one today. I'm going to tap in with you again soon, possibly tomorrow. I enjoyed it. Number one chill spot. Come April, we will be super consistent with the streams, but I just got some other things I'm doing at the moment. I love y'all.